Hello, everybody. How are we all doing tonight? This stream is to celebrate the USS Iowa. Basically, I think the USS Iowa's launch date was yesterday or today. It could be yesterday or today. I'll type in the comments later when it actually was launched out of the port in New York here. But I just got the USS Iowa in World of Warships, and basically the USS Iowa kind of has an important place kind of in my heart, kind of not in family relation, but in how I got into World of Warships anyways. So how it happened was I was watching the movie Battleship, and cool movie, um, like the ships, the current ships, the missile ships that they had in there, that didn't really do too well against the alien ships, and they fought the aliens on land, which is pretty cool. The whole movie's cool. I like the line when they say where the guy goes in the USS Iowa, as they're driving the USS Iowa, the guy goes, "Let's drop some light on that curse," and then basically that's like my favorite line because like I literally type that in the World of Warships chat every time I'm in the battle, and like people say, "Oh, it's co-op." I'm just having fun. So yeah, it's really let's shed some light on this curse. You guys know what that is. If you listen to it closely, you'll know what it is. I'm not going to say it on stream, but I'll play the actual thing for you guys actually in a few minutes. But that's my favorite line in the movie, and I just kind of loved battleships. And I was like, huh, I wonder what games are out there. About, I think I typed in like Battleship games or something, and the USS, not the USS Iowa, but the I typed in. I was interested in. So I'm going all over the place. I'm just trying not to miss anything here. Um, so I was interested in the movie Battleships. It's still playing on some channels on TV. I'm not sure exactly which one, but they fight the alien, and the Missouri wrecked this alien ship, and I'm like, nice. And I want to really get into that. I was into aviation, and my family does have some Navy history, mainly in submarines, as well as I think um, carriers or some like transport cruisers, I guess, like not like military, or I think in the Merchant Marine Academy as well. Um, so kind of had a history there, and mainly in the submarine, and like just found out the Merchant Marine Academy as well. So um, I'm like, I wonder if there's any Battleship games on the online, and I came across World of Warships. And I'm like, oh, this will be fun. I'll start out with cruisers, and I didn't really know the game at the time. And this was like 3 years ago, 2 years ago, when I created my first account. That did not have anything on it. And then I switched my computer to a much faster, not good computer, but faster computer, and basically I lost that account. That account ended up. I didn't really have that many ships on it. I think I had Wyoming and stuff like that, and then I created a new account with my new email. I think I have my old email connected to it or something, like my school email. I had connected to it. And being that I'm out of school now, that email gets shut down. I don't know how I'm still able to go on some of the sites I go on, but that's not the point of this video. Anyways, um, so I basically got on a new account and wanted Missouri in the worst way because it was in a movie, and I'm like, dang, that is a cool battleship. And as you see here, this is the USS Iowa in the New York port with a tugboat here, and I think a smaller boat over here. We do have currently in this port now, I think, is that, oh, so this was recent because that's the Intrepid right there. Or was this Fleet? I don't know when this was, but, huh. Or this is, no, because this is New York. I just don't recognize it because it was so long ago and New York is so built up now. Built up now. I think that's the Intrepid. There. Anyways, so this is New York. This is in the New York port. I think there is a little information on it, but I didn't read it because I wanted to get the Iowa and get it set up. We're actually gonna go with what Wargaming said to do with this setup. Anyways, this is the sea trials as well after the USS Iowa was upgraded with all the AA guns when it got its anti-aircraft upgrade in after World War II. It got an upgrade in the AA guns, which you could probably see right. So let me see if I can find the AA gun for you guys. AA gun, AA. I'm trying to find it. Maybe I'll find out here. Hang on. I'm gonna try to find an AA gun for you guys. That's kind of blurry. Well, you see them on the thing. Let's see if I could. I know they're all over the place over here. This is secondary guns. I know they have some right along here. That's where they. I think right here is one, or I'll find them on the Iowa for either on the USS Iowa game. It's just hard to tell from the picture where they actually are. But this is one of the sea trials. After they got the upgrade on the USS Iowa, this is just testing guns, making sure everything's good. After the USS Iowa's upgrade, second upgrade. So, I mean, first upgrade. So I think it was upgrade once, and apparently I think it was upgrade again. I'm not sure. I noticed the C hole and the B hole, so I think it was upgraded with higher caliber guns according to World Warships. I'm not sure actually because they don't give you a date, but yeah, that was during one of the sea trials after the upgrade, and you could see the firepower of this thing. I mean, these are 406 guns with 3 turrets on them, and in World of Warships, holy crap! If you get these guns, are like killer. If you get broadside, low tier ship or a higher tier ship, I'm hoping to penetrate the higher tier French ships with this ship. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be so much fun. Anyways, so back to the whole story and why I got World of Warships. Anyways, so I'm like looking at World of Warships, got my second account, and I'm like, and when I had my first account, so originally when I had my first account, I was looking at either Missouri or Stalingrad. Now, what happens? I think it was was it Stalingrad or no? It wasn't Stalingrad. It was Musashi. That was it. So when I first got the game and finally knew how to do. Okay, so like I said, how this game is set up is you have free XP ships, and those are payware ships meant to be grind, meant to be fun grind kind of thing. So if you were to um, take a basically it's grind. So it's like any grindy game. Growtopia sucks with the grinds, but grinding. That's one of the most grindiest games I've ever played. Growtopia. This is not as grindy as that, but this game isn't. But I'll show you when I go on as well before I purchase the Iowa. But right now, the Alaska, the not the Lexington, but the Alaska, the Friesland, there's one not the Pommern, but um, oh, Ager, the Ager German cruiser, battle cruiser. They add a lot more in from when I was first in there. They added, I think, more Europe destroyers. Anyways, back to what I was saying. So I got in the game, and the Missouri was. I had little to no ships. I didn't have the ships that I have now, like Tirpitz, the North Carolina, which I'm going to sell. Had to end up selling, get the Iowa. But I didn't have the North Carolina. I didn't have the ships in order to get the Missouri in time, because what happens is how they do this is, and to make it fair to everybody else, because then like you don't want a game to where it's like, so how the games are made is how the co-op games are made, as well as random games. 3 battleships per team. I think it's 3 or 4 battleships, something per team. A couple cruisers and a couple of destroyers. But I think it's 3 battleships per team. So what they tried to prevent is like there's so many. Let me take this off of here. There's like so many ships that they create, and basically the most of you guys know John Bart. If you play World of Warships, as well as the Tirpitz. So let's say the John Bart, as well as the no, it's mainly for XP. So let's say John Bart was the one. The Watership was one. The ship. There's one ship that they took out because it was being played too much. But basically, what they do is they take ships out and reintroduce them in the future. So right now, the USS Missouri is in Christmas crates. I think I've explained Christmas crates to you guys before. Basically, they are short a crate that you buy on Christmas, and you have a high chance, depending on what crate you have, of getting a free XP ship that is not available in the game or available in the game. But they also add ships like the USS Missouri in there as well. So right now, the USS Missouri can be obtainable, I believe, in the medium crates. Not sure, you guys have to check on that. But so I ended up looking at this, and I'm like, oh, there's no way I'm going to do it. So I think I grinded a little bit. I ended up doing getting the Wyoming, getting the New York, which sucks now compared to all the higher tier battleships I get in the game. I actually play her and I hate her now. I used to like her because she was from New York, so she was a New York built ship. I think they built her in New Jersey or down more to the New York. They built in the New York port. The Iowa was, I think, actually, is that the Iowa? No, I don't. Yeah, that's the Iowa. they built the Iowa, I think down more in New Jersey or somewhere on the East Coast. They built the Iowa. I found out, but I can't remember where they built it right now. So, and so basically, I had New York and I had the Wyoming. I had all those lower tier ships, and I've always wanted to grab the Missouri and still do. Um, and that was my favorite ship. And I'm like, oh come on, I really need this ship. And when they set up to where I can get the Missouri through pay, I can get through. Uh, the only way you can get the Missouri, not now, but back then, was through free XP. So there was no way that I can grind. And if you get in the game, you'll know that grinding tier 3, yeah, no, it's going to take you forever to grind in tier 3 if you're trying to grind in Iowa or Montana in tier 3. So there was no way, obviously, I was going to do it. I had the Nuremberg, the Königsberg, which now I know how to play. But I sucked at them. Like even the Omaha and the Phoenix Citadel Queens, I always say they're Citadel Queens because if you're broadside, higher tier battleships just shoot at you and you die. And I didn't really understand the Citadel until tier 8. Now I can get Citadels all over the place, so that's good. And I pretty much know how to play cruisers now. I've gotten better in playing cruisers as well as destroyers. But back then I couldn't do anything. The best ship I could probably play back then was Battleship in the St. Louis. So there's no way I could have gotten to Missouri. So I'm like, oh crap, come on. And they, to this day, they added the USS Alaska, the USS Izuma, the USS, no, I'm sorry, not the USS, but the Friesland, there's another one, Agar, uh, Shigashima is one of them. Well, not one of them, but that's a steel ship that you can get for steel now. So, but for XP, Agar, Friesland, and all those other ships, they added now. So I took the Missouri out. I think because the Musashi was being bought too much, or the ship that was in there with the Missouri. I think there's 3 ships in there, 1 Japan or 2 Japan and the Missouri. So I think they were being played too much. They generally wargaming usually keeps them in for a year or 2, and then switches them or adds more. The most I've ever seen in a country was 2 available free XP ships. Now they're making it 2,000 free XP for tier 10, I think. So it's kind of hard to grind that as well. And then Nelson is like 3,000. I mean, like, literally, that's, that ship is good. I've learned about it a lot. But there's no way I can grind that with the ships. And I've always wanted to get the Iowa, and here's the problem that I do. When there's a ship that's lower tier that I can buy and not have to go back down tier to get it, I'm not gonna really do that. So I end up buying the lower tier ship first, even though I want the higher tier ship. I don't know why. It's just like a impulse buy. Make it easy for me and just grind all the way up to 60 or 70, 80, 90, and do that. But basically, those ships got out of the game. You can't buy the Musashi. The Musashi's in the Christmas crates, and so is the Missouri's in the Christmas crates. And that, because Wargaming is a free-to-play game, they make everything random. It's not a guarantee. They make it insane prices. So I spent recently, to give you a ballpark, I spent like $30 on chips for Christmas, I think, or $20 on chips. Tier three, kind of tier two, and tier three. Probably $30. And recently I spent uh $12, $13 on a camo, and just a camo. Like, it doesn't even do anything. It just, I mean, it does do stuff, but it increases the XP per battle you get. But that doesn't make any sense because you can't grind a ship, and basically you can't grind it to the next ship, or you can't um use it for anything. You can't use the ship XP for anything, so the ship is pretty much useless. Um, but that's what they do. It's free to play, and people usually pay. I've heard people paying $60 for crates, um, $20 for crates, getting nothing but camos. It's usually camos, premium time, and um, camos, premium time, free XP ships, and it's just horrible because, like, most of the time, even though there's a good chance, like, that you can get the Iowa or you can get the Musashi because they're in the crates, there's more of a guarantee of you getting camo than anything else. That's why I never opened crates on this thing so far, and yeah, that just went up. And I never really did open crates or opened up really anything. And so when because the chances, basically, you're paying $100 to buy camos that are probably, you're going to get roughly 20 of them at the most, maybe 30 of each camo, plus premium time. So basically, how premium time works is you can get a week, but it doesn't stay in your thing. So, like, I've gotten 24 hours a whole bunch of times, and for certain things. One was a event I did a long time ago where I got rewarded from Wargaming for doing something, but um, it doesn't stay. So you're basically spending $100 or $50 on crates to get a premium ship, and you end up getting camos that you're going to end up using, not permanent camos for your ships, but refundable camos. So basically, or not refundable camos, but dumb camos. Like, they're not dumb, but they're pretty cool camos, but they're just, you can't keep them on your ships. And they make it so, like, you get a certain amount, and after you use a certain amount, you get no more. So imagine getting just like 50 camos. Yes, it can be good. Yes, you can get more sets from that because camos are free XP mostly. But you want something, you spent $50 on something that's going to be camos. So just example of what they do, and they even create it so, like, basically the first dockyard event, they created a dockyard. So basically, I'll show you that too in the thing, if you guys want. I'll probably show that later as well. Basically, the dockyard is a dockyard that looks like a dockyard where you would build a ship on, and where you would build a real ship on. So it's like a dockyard, and they actually push it off the belt for you, or the dock for you, so you can see it go into the water. They do a lot of that, like effects like that. But the grind, like, the first dockyard event was Christmas. It's Christmas, past Christmas. And they created it, and they made it to where you couldn't see your family, you couldn't go out, you couldn't do anything. You basically had to sit on your computer 24/7 playing World of Warships from the day it came out until the day it was done. So pretty much, I think it was January 3rd or 4th. So basically, I think December 15th it started, and then I think it's every month or what you guys can look it up if you want, but they didn't give people enough time. So basically, people are buying money, and people were mad because they couldn't. Basically, what people are doing is, um, you can buy the thing too with the balloons, but what stupid, well, not stupid people, but what people were doing is they were mad that other people who grinded, stayed on the game 24/7, literally woke up 7 and probably went to bed 7, stayed on the game all day, played their heart out for this ship, which is not available. Probably in the Christmas crates this year it is, but it's not available. You can't buy it anymore. Um, and basically, they were being shot at by their own teammates. So every single game, every single co-op game, every single random game, people were dying from their own teammates. It was like people couldn't play the shit that they spent their whole Christmas vacation on, grinding a ship just to get a ship. Or if somebody was to pay for the ship, and like a family member, okay, pay for a ship, you get good, you see all the things awesome, you got the ship, and people can't play it because the whole entire team is killing that ship just because people were hating on the event that Wargaming created. Now, Wargaming is a free to play game, so they want money. That's how they make new maps, that's how they make new ships, that's how they do everything. So, in order to do that, they need to do stuff, but they also need to be fair. But they also told the player base that this ship was going to be available and stuff, and realistically, the stuff that they released, the way they set it up, the complete missions, I'll show you that too, and it just wasn't easy. Like, you had to stay in the game. It wasn't easy. So that's basically what the dockyard is. Long and short, they're adding another ship. They're editing the dockyard better compared to what the player base is and what the player base wants. I think they're adding a cruiser in next. Unfortunately, I didn't get the Odin or whatever because of a stupid, they put basically you need to use British cruisers and have potential damage on that ship. So it's like a certain amount of potential damage. Well, if I'm grinding a ship, I'm not gonna create potential damage on a ship. Just like I was literally going into battles and running a ship right into a battleship just to die because the amount of crates and the amount of stuff you create, you don't create enough. So I just gave up after that and grinded out Iowa, which you're going to see shortly, and or in the next hour, pretty much. So, I still like Dockyard. I think they still need to do a lot of updates on it to where people can do missions, missions and get updates. Now they are editing it. Yes, it is more available. Yes, I do think they're fixing it. I do think it's still broken though. I don't think they totally fixed the dockyard issue. For those of you who are curious, but they're definitely still fixing it. So I think they're creating it. They have another cruiser that they're adding in a patch or so, and an update. Next update or the update after that, Grass Bay is going to be gone, as and so is the one of the German ships that they had there as well. But they do that, and it's so annoying to the player base because they did it around Christmas, and Christmas is supposed to be a spend time with your family, and Wargaming wants you to play their game. It's just crazy. But anyways, back to the Iowa. So basically, that's what that is, and that's what Wargaming is. So basically, at the grind sort of things. But because of the movie Battleship, because I joined this, and I love battleships now. Battleships is one of my favorite ships. I'm actually probably going to see the USS North Carolina in New the USS North Carolina in North Carolina, um, probably next year if COVID dies out. I'm gonna go see that for my birthday. Can't wait. Um, and I might invite a friend, Daniel, who you've seen on stream a while back, down there with me. Hopefully, he say might be able to. I don't know if I'm definitely doing that. I'll definitely post pictures of the main guns and stuff like that. Um, yeah, that's gonna be exciting. So I basically I live in Massachusetts, but they said Massachusetts isn't the best state, and it's right over in Connecticut in Battleship Cove. So it's right. It's closer to me, but it's not that close. But yeah, I played the Massachusetts for a while, and I really want to see a big battleship. And to me, spending dollars just to see a battleship that is pretty much all the second. Some of the small A guns are removed because of rot, and it's just not in good shape right now from what I'm reading. So I'm going to go see the North Carolina possibly next year. Don't know exactly when, but hopefully. But anyways, so I ended up deciding, me and my friend Rocky, who you've heard on stream. I think the one of the streams before I was grinding, or I was playing World of Warships, and I joined him on stream, and you guys heard him on stream. He doesn't mind being on stream as well, but he wanted he's grinding for the North Carolina, so we did a thing. And what we're gonna do, which I might stream as well, is North Carolina against Iowa. Iowa does have bigger guns, but it's just gonna be fun to see what our battle style is compared to our new ships. So enough of me talking. That's why I ended up. That's why Iowa is one of my favorite ships that have in my port. We might. I'm gonna try not to, but we might have to say goodbye to one of our ships. That is the. I hope not, but that is. It's not North Carolina. It's fine. I could always forget it. But the. I'll show you what ship we might have to because of the money issue. But let me just get out of this, and let me open up. We're actually going to do this because what we're going to go to is a site where if you go to Google, this is basically what. So you go to Google and you type in. I'm going to just type this in real quick. So let me just close this real quick. And I'll be right back, guys. I'm just going to type this in real quick. Iowa Battleship. Iowa World of Warships. So you type in Iowa World of Warships, and World of Warships actually gives you the what they recommend for the ship and what your play style is. So they actually say what works, what doesn't work. Um, so here's basically the. I think this is site here. Let me see. I think this is site. Yep. No, no, it's not. Um, it basically gives you the what works best. What. Hang on a second, guys. Uh, trying to find it. I found it before. I might just go actually back in my history. If you guys want to ask any questions, you can as well in the comments. And I'll answer them for you if I missed anything or if you're curious about anything. Global Wiki, here we go. Global Wiki. No. Wait. Yes. Iowa. Okay, so it says, here, I'll open this up. So this site is really helpful as well. I've used it for some of my ships, and I've tried so many different things. Basically, U.S. battleships are best for doing secondary builds. I realized that actually by doing this. Um, but let's actually do this. Let's go back here and let's start this. I'm going to just read a little information what they um, say about the island stuff. And just give me 1 sec, guys, after I open this stream back up. I'll be right back. Actually, no, I'll be right back. I'm just talking on. It's kind of hurting my voice, so just give me a second. Alright, guys, I'm back and I got some Diet Pepsi. So, um, this site is basically um a site that I think Wargaming created to help players um play this ship better. So, basically, in order to basically help the player base play their ships better, advantages, and how much like stuff you can get, what max speed is, just a better layout of what the ship can do and what the ship can't do. Basically, I'm going to read it as well just to show you guys because just because the Iowa, we're still going to play the Iowa. Just wanted to give you guys a bunch of information and why some shots are recoiling and whatnot. And what basically against in its armor scheme. So the one of the main differences I can tell you now um, is when I show you this. I'll show you it right now, actually, so you guys can see. If I can find there it is. The dang of the Iowa. Okay. So basically, this is the site I'm talking about. This basically helps players. If you go into War of the Warships North America as well, a lot of people help on there with some ships and updates and play styles. Basically, the what I'm hearing is the USS Iowa, the USS Massachusetts, the USS North Carolina, the yeah. So all those shits, I think, plus the Montana, which is as was never created, but was planned to be created. But that's a later story. I don't know that much about that ship. So, um, anyways, they created a site to make it easier for players to play the ship, and as you can see, it's on wargaming.net wiki. So they created this site just to give people an easier way of pretty much. Let me see what you guys are looking at actually. Um, Let me just see real quick what you guys are looking at. Celebration stream. Um, and it's basically a celebration stream, and I don't mind doing it. I just want to give you a little bit of information and a little bit of what I'm going against once I get into battle, how I'm going to set this ship up. I'm going to do little tweaks on what I think is best and what Wargaming does. As you can see, that they give you a lot of information here, and about the ship, a little bit of real information about the USS Iowa. Um, I think is the hang on. Should come up with there we go. Yeah, so this is the USS Iowa in game, and this is her moving. I think this is the premium camo for her though. I don't think we get that camo when we buy her. So, and oh jeez, I just took a stab at it. Sorry guys. Let me go back to it. Give me 1 sec. Okay. So basically, it's basically because the amount of players I've seen that do not know what to do, when to use smoke, when to not use smoke, what this ship is best for, how you play this, how you play Iowa, how you play North Carolina. I can't figure out how to play Nuremberg. You know, like I said, Nuremberg, Citadel Queen, as well as Königsberg. Phoenix. Did I just say Phoenix? I meant if I just said Phoenix before, I meant to say Phoenix. And Omaha are Citadel Queens. So basically, this is to help. I mean, I could type in anything as well. Um, the good part is, let me go to this. Let me go back actually. I'm gonna go down one more. Basically, the good part is about this is actually I think 11 instead of the actual number. That actual number. That is the actual number that you will get if you do not. If you're not in a clan, I'm in a clan. So my clan name is whatever you see in front of my name. So it's my clan name and then current accurate. So whatever you see in front of that name is my clan that I joined. Unfortunately, the other clan that I joined, the guy was really sick. I think he ended up dying and the clan disbanded. So I joined another clan. But anyways, besides that, um, yeah. So this is the current money, I believe. If you are in a clan, think I can spend. I think it's like 15 million. Million? No, 15. It's 15,000. I think. So I think I 11 credits or something. But anyways, let's get into the whole battle style of the USS Iowa, which is based in San Francisco, I believe, San Francisco area, something like that. It's on basically the USS Massachusetts is in Massachusetts in a harbor. We also have or yeah, so it's based in Boston, Massachusetts. The Iowa is in San Francisco. The North Carolina is in North Carolina, and I think the Missouri is at Pearl Harbor. Um, is There's a museum there for the Missouri at Pearl Harbor, as well as the Arizona that museum for the Pearl Harbor attack is a little small museum on top of the Arizona, which is sunk in Pearl Harbor. But anyways, so let's get into what I'm going to be doing, or what Wargaming suggests that I do in the battle with the USS Iowa. Now, what you're going to notice as well, I think I say in a stream before this that I deleted. Some of my streams are going to be deleted too. I think two of them are. They're just incomplete streams, so I don't really want to keep those on my YouTube. I want to keep complete streams on my YouTube as well. So, and there's one stream on there that I still do plan to do the Texan stuff. The T6 Texan videos that I have, I still plan to upload them. Haven't created that yet though, and I have really cool thunderstorm footage for you guys as well that I'm going to be uploading from the storm that just hit us today. The severe thunderstorm, and we did have a tornado touchdown Upper Island here as well. So, but we're fine. And for those of you who follow my brother, MM Joe Mealy, he's fine too. And go check out MM Joe Mealy as well as Charm State Gamer. Charm State Gamer is a friend of mine, and MM Joe Mealy is my brother on TikTok. He also has a Instagram, I think MM Joe Mealy, and he created another TikTok, Joe Mealy 2 or something. I think like that. You can ask him in his main account, MM Joe Mealy. He has another account where he's just doing random stuff, and I also have an account. It's my name, just like my YouTube, but there's no profile picture. I think my brother is following me, but you can find that I have 3 videos. One of Max and which is my German Shepherd, and 2 videos. One with the when you're standing every day on your own, and here it goes. I'm just a kid. So it's an I'm Just a Kid video and video of my friend doing something a long time ago before like TikTok was famous. But anyways, let's get back to the USS Iowa, and how to play her in World of Warships. I think this is the actual specifications too for the ship. Oh, and by the way, the USS Iowa is not uh, realistic until you get to Hull B. So Hull B is basically, or Hull C. I think it's Hull C. Hull C or Hull B is what the USS Iowa is going to look like. Hull A, if it doesn't look like the USS Iowa, don't worry. It's just that Wargaming creates it like that. So you're not the strongest ship out of the block, and you don't like if somebody else has an Iowa and you can outcompete them. So it's just fun as well to grind through a ship to get all the upgrades to get the ship to look like how it did. And some of the modules actually are realistic too compared to the year. So like the USS Iowa probably now it's not gonna have that much AA guns, but as I'm looking at it, what you're gonna see is whole B, Iowa A, Iowa B, Iowa C. I think you're gonna see mainly AA upgrade. I think this is after um, the upgrade of after World War II when they got their the Iowa upgrade, the AA gun upgrade on this ship. But anyways, let's get into the Iowa. Sorry for talking so much. This is just mainly a celebration stream as well. So just giving you a lot of information on the Iowa that I know, stuff like that. Let me just drink so I don't go lose my voice from talking so much. All right. So we're gonna start from here. I'm gonna read all this. If you guys don't want to see it, you can always skip for it. That's fine. Just a little information about the Iowa and how she plays in game and stuff, and what flags to use and all that. So I just want to give you guys that info just in case you don't have this site or you can't find this site. You have the info on my YouTube. So Iowa, American Tier 9 battleship. One of the most powerful battleships of World War II. The ship was designed for escorting attack carrier forces. So basically, that's attack carriers. I'm not sure what attack carrier is compared to a carrier, but basically, if you have a guy that, if you have two Iowas in a game, not two Iowas never existed, but I'm guessing, that's just me, I'm guessing they mean North Carolina and the Iowa combined, or they just mean this. I think they just use this, and possibly North Carolina and some cruises. I'm not sure. But this ship so far was mainly used for going with carrier forces and supporting. Well, not mainly used for it, but as I say, it was designed for that. So, and what's really cool, which I find as well, is most people don't do this because they just play games. So it's just a game to them, and they don't know history about the ship and all that. But if you actually play it like this, it actually really helps out. It actually really works. If you make a division and you have one person who has a carrier, let him be on the opposite side of you. So basically, USS Iowa in game, from what I'm understanding, has a torpedo bulge or armor belt that's in the ship instead of outside the ship. So I think I'll read a little more once I get in the game. Actually, let me just show you in game so I don't confuse you. Um, so basically, what they're saying is this ship was mainly used for, or was designed for, escorting attack carrier forces. She surpassed the speed of all battleships in the world. So Yamato around her time, Frederick Grob, North Carolina, stuff like that. Uh, just example of some ships. Musashi is probably was Musashi. Um, it's in the world, so I don't know how true that is, but a good majority of them, to be sure, like a good majority of, let's just say a good majority of ships, just in case that they just put this for random. But I think that's actually true. I think because Wargaming actually gets these setups for these ships from actually blueprints of the actual ship. So this is actually a legit ship, and they probably read that in doing information. So they have info and they upload it. This is not just random stuff for the game. This is actually what the ship was actually used for in the real world. So carrier forces should surpass the speed of all battleships, so probably decently. I don't know about Yamato, but I probably know definitely. Um, probably she's a really good ship, so probably definitely. I'd say a good majority. But if you're from Japan or if you're from whatever and Musashi or whatever is faster, then well, that's just your opinion, and this is what I'm just reading with what Wargaming is saying. I'm not making a point that this ship is the fastest ship in the world, but that's what it's saying. So I'm just gonna go with that. Anyways, let's go on here. She surpassed the speed of all battleships in the world. The battleship's survivability was significantly improved owing to a novel and powerful torpedo protection system and a fundamentally different armor protection system featuring an internal armor belt. So, as I was saying, there's basically instead of having the armor outside of the ship, this is all armor. So this is armor as well, but her belt armor was inside this armor. So her belt was probably somewhere inside of this area here. So past this was the armor belt right here. So like, let me think of a good ship: Colorado, Nagato, Queen Elizabeth has an armor belt. Like those armor belts that are outside. Iowa's armor belt was inside of her armor, so not on the outside, but on the inside of her the ship. Armor, like not like outside of it, like not the first. What they mean by inside was only to the powerful torpedo, but they mean internally. So not the first armor that you would hit would be the armor belts. There would be armor in front of the armor belts, and then the armor belts. That's what they mean by internal armor belts. Fundamentally different armor protection system featuring an internal armor belt. All 4 Iowa class ships built are now preserved as military museums. Missouri, Massachusetts. Let's see if I can name all of them. North Carolina, Iowa, Missouri. North Carolina, Iowa, Missouri, and North Carolina, Iowa, Missouri, Massachusetts. Wow. Okay, so those are all the. Oh, and wait. No, I think is there 5 or because I know there's Iowa. There's if you guys can think of another one. I don't think that Massachusetts was it because I know there was Iowa, 1, North Carolina, 2, uh, Massachusetts, and oh yeah, so Massachusetts and Alabama. Those were all probably what the ships that they were mentioning. If that's 5, sorry, I'm not really sure what the 4 ships were. I'm just guessing from playing so much and same armor scheme kind of thing. So, oh, they say it down here. I'm sorry, or they do say it down here. I think they do say it. Iowa class ships built preserved as military museum ships. USS Iowa is a no, they don't say it. USS Iowa is USS Iowa in San Pedro, California. So the USS Iowa is a museum ship in California. The Missouri's in Pearl Harbor, like I said. Hawaii, USS Wisconsin. So that ship is not in the game yet. I think it will be. Soon Norfolk, Virginia. USS Wisconsin is in Norfolk, Virginia. USS and the USS New Jersey is in Camden, New Jersey. So that's in. We have a couple of battleships around us, around that area. It looks like. And here's how it's set up in game. So in terms of USS Iowa's guns, they just make it fair to each share. So no ship is more powerful than any other ship besides the. I think there's a ship powerful than the Japanese battleship right now in game, but the Yamato. But I don't know which ship that is. I think somebody told me once, but I forgot. But anyways, these what you're going to read now, what I'm going to read now to you guys is basically the stats for the guns, the holes, the Iowa setup and armor, the speed and the propulsion and all that. That is edited to make it fair to each ship player and to make the ships equal to each other, to where no ships are more powerful than another ship. So this is the not realistic part. Well, it's kind of, but not. Some of it is not realistic, and some of it is. So some of it is realistic to Iowa, and some of it is not. Like the reload time you're gonna find and all that, that's not realistic. But everything else is besides hit points game. But you guys pretty much know, probably. So rate of fire of shots per minute is 2. So you get 2 shots per minute with the Iowa. So basically, it fires the 2 main guns, and then I think it fires 2 main guns or something. Either fires 2 main guns or the back gun first, and I think it fires the 2 front ones. And then if you have the back one, you have 3, I think. I'm not sure how the Iowa works. I gotta figure it out. But apparently, according to this, it says 2 shots fired. And these are 406 millimeter guns. 406 millimeter 406 millimeter 50 MK 0.7 in a turret. So that's each turret, what the gun caliber is in each turret. 100 turn times seconds, 45 seconds. So you can have a gun on a enemy ship in 45 seconds. That's the saying maximum dispersion. This is all fake or edited just for the game. Maximum dispersion is edited. Time 100 turn time, that's edited. So that's 272. And HE damage, that's also edited. 5,700 HE damage with the HE shells. Chance of fire target caused by HE shell, 36. Maximum AP damage 13. Research price 0. Experience, which I don't get, but purchase price 1,350 million looks like. And all this information down here, Iowa A-hole, which we'll be playing once we get into the game for a while. 68,100 health points, HP points. Armor is 16 millimeters. Armor millimeters, and is 439 as well on the ship, which I'll show you the armor scheme as well, so you can get a better understanding of this whole. Main turrets 3, so it has 2 main turrets, 1 in the back, 2 in the front. And let's see here. Where were we? 3 main turrets, secondary guns 10. So secondary guns 5 on each side of the ship. And AA guns, like I said, 14, it updates. So you get 19, 10, 32. Oh, so it's just different types of AA guns, I guess. I don't know what Hanger Katsu means. Research price 0. So you get this whole, you need to research it. This is 45 and this is 60. Dang, man. Purchase price 1,700. That's 1 million. Min 7,050 or something like that. These are the prices right here. Right at the end here. Now we go down to the propulsion. Firing range, I don't know if this is realistic. 10% and 20 and 21.2. I don't know if that's realistic. I haven't looked into that, but research price for this is your stock. Your mod 1 or A-hole is your stock, or Iowa A is your stock that you get. So that's the updated version. That's how much you have to research price. So that's either how much you have to research or how much you have to get in free XP to get this upgrade hull. Propulsion is realistic, 28.8 for the stock. Like I said, it's not. It's not always realistic for the first hull, but it is realistic for a second hull. It's a second propulsion upgrade, as you guys can see. The Iowa actually does go 33 knots, so this is realistic in terms of that 28.8, and then this goes 33. Propulsion, and that money is 1,000, or the credits is 1,300. So this is what you can get in slot 1 for your upgrades. This is not realistic. In war, they do not have upgrades. They just have what they have on the ship. So anything you see here is not realistic to the real ship. So in slot 1 for the Iowa, you can get main armaments 1, modification 1, auxiliary armaments modification 2. I mean, just drink some soda. Auxiliary armaments modification 2. And magazine modification 1, as well as spotting aircraft modification 1. I'm not sure what that is. I gotta check what that is. And damage control party modification 1. I think they suggested this auxiliary armaments or magazine. I'm not sure. We'll find out later. But slot 2 is repair party, damage control system modification 1. I'm honestly probably going to just choose this engine room protection just so I can keep moving. Turret traverse, main battery modification 2. And this is secondary. This is basically turret traverse speed. Um, and here's your secondary battery modification 1. And this is your AA guns modification 1. And this is your artillery plotting room modification 1. And if you like hiding, torpedo lookout system would help you with that. If you hate torpedoes, concealment they do suggest. Concealment system modification 1. Modification 1. There's another concealment. Steering gears modification 1. I forgot that. Propulsion modification 1. And damage control modification 2. I don't know if I did that or not. I just read it again. Ship consumables modification 1. I think I did that with the Iowa. I do plan to do that again, I think. Well, we'll see how Wargaming suggests set up. I'll play that for a while so you guys can see what Wargaming suggests. And then later, I'll probably switch it up if I don't like that setup or if it doesn't work for me. Main battery modification 3. Oh, geez. Artillery plotting room modification 2. And player options. So these are basically this you don't need to read because it's just basically the historical counterpart of the Yamato. So basically the USS Iowa was our Yamato. That's what basically the World of Warships is saying. Of course, the guns aren't big, and they only penetrate whatever. But USS Iowa had radar on it as well. Yamato did not. So there is a video on there that you can watch, and I'm gonna show you the alien video before we start as well. I'm not gonna read that because it's just performance, what they suggest, and I might read that as well and figure that out. But once we get the ship, I'm not gonna read that now. Just so we can get into the game and I'm not spending an hour, which it looks like I am already on this. So I'm not spending like 2 hours on this, just reading through this. So pros of the USS Iowa in game and also cons. I'm just going to read this as well because this is important for us. Same gun range. Oh, jeez. Excuse me. So it's the same gun range as her processor and highest range for a battleship of her tier. So USS Iowa has the highest gun range, which means the longest gun range in game of any tier 9 that you're going to find in World of Warships. Whether it includes upgrades. So this does include upgrades. So this is has the highest gun range of her processors. Same gun range as her processors and highest range for a battleship of her tier. So her gun range does increase, and it's pretty much the same this version. That's what I think they're saying for that, but I'm not exactly sure. So better penetration and shell velocity compared to North Carolina. So it's better penetration because the guns aren't bigger. The guns are the same guns, but they're shooting a higher caliber bullet or a higher caliber shell, as they call it, towards the enemy. So that's why you get higher penetration for that. Compared to North Carolina. So compared to the ship we've been playing for a while, okay. Due to the 50 caliber guns. So Iowa has 50, and I believe in North Carolina they set at 45 caliber guns on her. Able to mount artillery plotting room modification 2 for better dispersion. We are definitely going to use that. armor is more durable than her predecessor. So basically, uh, put in perspective, the internal armor belt, whereas North Carolina's outer armor belt, that's also advantage. Internal armor belts turned out to be much better and more than outside armor belts. And the incredible anti-aircraft suite makes her highly resistant to aerial assault. So I might do that for the Iowa just because her deck is penetrable with AP. So generally her front isn't, like her front armor. So what I've heard with the USS Iowa is in game her deck armor is weak. So you can. So what happens is basically you can get a Citadel hanging from the side, but it's much harder to. But it's easier for planes to get a Citadel. Her deck armor is weak compared to her actual armor scheme. So you basically want to go AA guns, is what I'm thinking for setting up my Iowa in terms of this incredible anti-aircraft suite. And you'll see that down here. Imperial improved torpedo defense system with a torpedo damage reduction of 27% compared to North Carolina's 19%. So that means however much damage. So you have an armor belt or a torpedo bulge. And I'll show you what the torpedo bulge is as well. I'll show you the armor. I'll show you the Citadel, and everything once we get the ship. But basically what they mean is if a torpedo, and this just depends on how much damage the torpedo does as well, whether it's sent from a cruiser or the turrets. But however much that torpedo does to a ship, if it hits your armor belts, so let's say there's 4 torpedoes, and 4 of them hit the armor belt, and you get wiped out. That's not what I mean. I mean if 1 or 2, if 1 hits the armor belts, it is going to be on the USS Iowa. It is 27%, and on North Carolina, it's 19%. So if you, excuse me again, if you were to create if you were to play USS North Carolina, and somebody's shooting torpedoes at you, whether it's from a aircraft or a cruiser or a battle cruiser or turrets, if they hit you in the armor belt, that is you get a 19% reduction on damage. So it's 19% of the damage you were supposed to get taken off because it hit the armor belt. Same with the 27%. If it's, let's say, 1,000 damage, now it's more than usually 1,000 damage, but let's just say it's 1,000 damage. So it's 19%, or it's 27% of that 1,000% damage that those 2 torpedoes will do to that area where they hit. And top speed is a whopping 33 knots. So this ship can basically keep up with cruisers, is what they're saying. Heavy cruisers, aircraft carriers, this ship can keep up with that, as well as some battle cruisers. And the cons, which is the bad stuff about a ship, or not really what you got. I say what you all watch out for. I don't consider any ship bad. If you figure out the play style, it works very well. So basically, weaker broadside armor, so the outside armor on the side of your ship. Uh, they're saying right here is weaker broadside armor than standard battleships, but still stronger broadside armor than North Carolina. So it's weaker. You're still gonna have that weakness. They're saying in the USS Iowa, and I've seen it where you get shot in the front, you're fine, but if you go too much angle and they're able to shoot you, like if you're against the Yamato and your broadside, you're gonna get killed, or you're gonna get major damage, just like you do with North Carolina, but less. So like you're gonna get less damage, but you're still gonna get a good chunk of damage taken out. The rudder ship is the rudder ship. The rudder shift is bad on the ship. What they're saying is bad rudder shift time. So the time that the rudder takes to shift, over 20 seconds until whole C. So you do need whole C then if you want that fast rudder shift time, which I'm going to definitely get. Overall length combined with her turning circle takes some getting used to when trying to dodge torpedoes. So if you ever played Yamato, if you ever played the Frederick the Grob, if you ever played anything long, Shikishima, which I actually spent my steel on containers to get this Iowa. So I don't have that much steel anymore for the Shikishima. But anyways, so what they're saying is overall length combined with the turning circle radius, so it takes longer time for the ship to turn when trying to dodge torpedoes. So bigger ships take a longer time to turn. That's general in real life, as well as a little different in game because just to try and make every ship equal, so they have a longer rudder shift time and a shorter rudder shift time for certain ships. Destroyers are fun to play; they have a fast rudder shift time, but other than that, and here's the thing that I said about earlier. While at waterline level, the Citadel is there. The Citadel of the ship is the main part of the ship. I can't really explain it. It's like the main part that you don't want to get shells into because that causes major damage. That's like the main part of your ship. The main armor, the main part of where your ship is created. So where all the like stuff is connected, where the wood's connected, where the metal's connected. It's just, I guess, a high area that you want to avoid getting hit with because of the damage that you can get if you do get Citadel. And most of you World of Warship people will know that. I'm just saying that for the people who do not play World of Warships, just explain that. And easier to hit, especially when trying to hide behind islands. So if you're trying to hide behind islands, oh wait, no, sorry. While we're on level, the Citadel is very long, and the roof can be overmatched by every battleship in her matchmaking speed. So anything that goes 33 knots can be overmatched. They can penetrate the roof of your thing. So if they're far, just watch where their shells are going and try to avoid their shells. So basically, if you get hit by the guns, you're gonna get Citadel, but normally they're hanging in front. So I think you generally should be fine. They're just saying watch out for that. and this is just, I'm not going to read this either. This is just what they suggest how to upgrade the USS Iowa. So this is just how to upgrade it. I can actually read that for you guys, actually. And this is sorry I've been talking for an hour. I just want to give you guys a bunch of information on the ship. Very tall superstructure. So very tall. What they mean by that is the tallest part of the ship is very tall. So you have a high superstructure that can be hit. So if you're trying to hide behind a small hill, you're still going to get hit if you because of your high superstructures. So if you're hiding behind the hill, make sure your superstructure, which is the top highest part of your ship, is still behind that hill and not visible to the enemy, because they can hit that as well. Weak secondary armament with a very low range compared to tier 9 counterparts Izumo, Frederick, Grob, and Alsace. So they're basically saying do not go secondary build on this ship, go AA build if you want to. That's what they're suggesting because the range is much shorter in terms of, but you can go secondary build and just be in secondary range and increase your range as well, but it's still a very short range. So if you're in second, it's still going to do the same thing as any other as a Massachusetts, just at a shorter range towards your ship, to your ship. So they give you the camouflage here. That's your. Oops, sorry. That's the camouflage that they give you. That's the current. This is what they suggest. So wait. Yeah, this is the upgrades, like I said, and this is where was I looking at? The camo. This is just camos. Camouflage type 1, 2, or 5 camouflage can be equipped for crates. Type 2 or 5 are recommended at a minimum to reduce the accuracy of incoming shells. So basically, camos reduce the accuracy of incoming shells. That is realistic in World War II. The Iowa had camo on it to pretty much. What it mainly did was hide the enemy ship, mainly from the enemy. So and disperse the shells a little bit, or to prevent the ship from being hit a lot. So now we're gonna get to the fun part. This was fun, but now we're now we're gonna get to the even funner part: purchasing Iowa and setting her up a working system. Because I do not want to mess up in this. People say go secondary build. I'm gonna listen to wargaming with this ship. So let's do it. And we're also gonna be selling the McCoy. I finally remembered the name. Possibly I gotta see what gets set up. Now I could always buy these ships in the future, except the McCoyans. So hopefully I have enough money, regardless of selling all my lower tier ships besides premium ones, to get the Iowa. So I don't have to get rid of my McCoyan. But the McCoyan sucks anyways. So if I do, she's gone. Depending on how much credits I have. I really want to get Iowa, so let's go do that, guys. Let me just minimize this. And let's go to World of Warships. So that's up. And we'll hit this. And my desktop will go neater as well on here. And the desktop is on, yes. So it should show up. And if it does not, try to fix it. just the intro. This is not what you're gonna see in game. This this is not. It's just the intro. It's not the effects or anything that you're gonna see in game. What you'll see is a lot different than this. Um, you do see torpedoes being launched, though you just don't see them underwater like this. Unless you're a submarine. If you're a sub and you're able to play in sub matches, you can see torpedoes being shot at you and other ships. That's actually fun when you're like dodging ships and they're reacting to the submarine. So what we're gonna do, guys, say what we're gonna get rid of this North Carolina right now. Let's see how much money that gives us. Hopefully, I almost hit Massachusetts there. So we're gonna sell this. I think it's gonna give us our stuff back. Actually, let's demount this real quick because I don't trust Wargaming's thing. Demount all the flags. The ship is being sold to get a much better ship, so I'm happy. Oh, excuse me. And this flag. These are all flags I have, and got by just playing matches. So real quick before we continue, this is the dockyard that I was talking about earlier. And I think I was talking about something else. Oh yeah, the armor belt. I gotta show you guys. Let's see if I can. I'll show you a panel real quick. So this dockyard basically build a ship in here. This stuff isn't set up in here, but that's basically my ship and how much I got into it before the building process ended. So let's go back to my port, and I'm going to actually set in the New York port for this unveiling of the ship. So let's switch that. This is the German port. So let's go to the New York port here. And you get all these ports, Morgan to Orville Station, St. Petersburg, Russia. I think that's in Russia. Taranto, the Philippines, game ports. So they have something with Twitch, Silver Space, Spare. These are all Halloween. I think this one's a Halloween port. And so is this one. Here's New York. So I don't need to read that thing. I already read that. So let's get down, guys. All right. So this is North Carolina. Basically, what I meant with the armor belt, and I'll show you what this is. If you go to armor layout, you see there. So the front of the ship here is 32 millimeters. So if normally bullets cannot penetrate this, but I believe they mean this stack here. They don't mean this stack, but they mean this stack. It can be penetrated. This can also be penetrated. This can be penetrated. But I think they mean right this deck right here, as well as this superstructure right here that can be penetrated. This is North Carolina. This is not the Iowa yet, but this is what they mean by armor belt. So as you see, the armor belt is right here, outside. So on the Iowa, if I go to the Iowa real quick, might as well just purchase her as well while we're here. So when you go back here, we don't have to do that. All right, we got her. We just need 11 411 together in port, which is possible, highly possible. My fear XP went down and that went down, so but that's alright. We need 13 credits to. I'll figure that out. But anyways, so if you go here, this is the USS Iowa that will be getting shortly. And in game, if you're just wondering why, there is a mod that you can get that switches the blast bags. These blast bags in port in the game, if you don't have the mod for it, are white. That is not realistic compared to the North Carolinas. I mean the Iowas. The Iowa in real life has black blast bags. They do not have white blast bags. So if you don't get the update or the mod, the your bags are going to be white. Your blast bags right here are going to be white. If you do get the mod, your blast bags will be black, like you see on my screen. So, quick thing before I possibly buy a ship tonight. As you see, there's no armor belt here. So there's side plating, armor thickness, 32 millimeters. There's no armor belt. There's side plating. Oh, there's the armor belt, but that's a small armor belt. So now that's not the armor belt that they mean. The armor belt should be right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this side off, and there's the armor belt. There's the Citadel armor belt. There's the armor belt that they mean. So there's an extra armor in front of the actual armor belt. So that's the internal armor belt that you just saw. 163 and 297, as well as 307 millimeters. So that's what you're going with compared to, I'll show you North Carolina's before I. So it's the updated armor scheme you have compared to North Carolina. So compared to North Carolina's armor belt, which is on the outside, as you can tell. Excuse me. And her is 305, where I think the other one's 307. But there's no other armor in front of that, so she's easily citadeled if you're broadside. That's what you're gonna. And being it's COVID-19 and like people that are mainly at work and basically got deteriorated by just buying a ship, just to not grind all the other low tier ships. You're gonna have a hard time playing this ship because of that broadside, that weak broadside. So, anyways, right now we're gonna sell this ship, just because I need the money to buy the Iowa. So, sad to say, but goodbye, North Carolina. And how we're going to get this is the demounting of this. It's going to give us 8. So let's demount all this and sell this as well. So that's going to give us 8 still. Awesome. Actually, 9. We should get. Let's see. So I just sold, I hope. Yep, I just sold that. And now it's going to my Massachusetts. And quick reference, Massachusetts does have that armor scheme, I think. Let me see. Oh, she doesn't. I don't think she does have. No, yep, she does. Side playing. There it is. So Massachusetts does, and the Iowa have that side plating. But Massachusetts is also. She has a side plating, but it's not strong enough. It's still able to be penetrated very well by any ship that sees any battleship of the same tier that sees that will hit that juicy broadside and get a citadel from you and do major damage. So we're not going to sell this. We could, but we're not going to because it's premium ship, and I'd have to pay for it again if I probably did sell it. So we're not going to do that. We're going to sell these ships now. So that includes the German carriers, the Trento. Actually, I think we just need to sell the Trento. I'm so glad I just need to sell the Trento and the um, other thing and not get rid of my other ships. That is awesome, guys. What ship did I just sell? Trento's right there. I just sold. Well, Trento's right. Transaction error. That's why. Alright, so give me a second, guys. There was a transaction error for some particular reason. It gave me the money, but it didn't give me the. It's already out of the game, so it didn't reset um, this part. So let me just get out of the game real quick so it resets. Sometimes that will happen when you buy a ship. Just make sure it's not a premium ship. Because if there's an error and it sells it and then you try to sell it again and it doesn't leave your port, then there's an error with that. So just be aware of that when you do that. Your ship is sold, but it's not. It's still in your port, but it is sold. So if that happens and it's a transaction error, then your ship is sold. You just need to restart the game. So let me do that real quick for you guys. It's gonna be a long stream tonight, man. I'm only going to do probably one battle in the USS Iowa, being that I've been streaming for probably like 3 hours now. So just because to keep the stream short for you guys, not like if I die, of course, I'll do another battle. But if I live the first battle, which I did plan to, then I am going to do that. Now, what I'm going to do as well, yeah, see, it got rid of it. So what I'm going to do as well is sell the. Let me just make sure the Clemson is ship, isn't texture ship. So I'm not going to sell my carriers because I have enough money here to buy it. I'm just going to sell mainly my lower tier ships just to give me some money to spend on the upgrades. Yeah, so I'll do more battles than her. I just don't want to be streaming for like 6 hours, 5 hours. So, are you guys actually seeing this? Let me make sure you guys are seeing this. I'm just checking my YouTube real quick, just make sure you guys can see this. Okay, so I think you guys can see this. Okay, so I think you guys can see this. Okay, so I think you. Okay, it's just repeating. You guys can definitely see this. Just making sure before I. And this is what I mean by free XP ships as well while I'm in here. Um, this is what I mean. So you'll see a ship like this. This was Missouri. Missouri is right here. Let me show you the Missouri real quick. So Missouri is right here. This is a ship that was available for that, but they took it out of it, and now you have to pay. Ooh, you could buy her for. If you wait, you can buy her. Holy crap! Can you literally buy her? Oh my gosh! I think I might get her for Christmas if this actually works. I think I might. I think I might try that this Christmas in order to get this. Because this is the ship unavailable display. I think I might try that. Or I think I might have one of my friends try and see if they can get Missouri doing that before I do it. But Clemson is a texture ship, so I could sell her. So let me just get rid of it. Clemson. The GH101 is a texture ship as well. Clemson, GH101. All these ships are texture. South Carolina. I'm just basically demounting the armament, the modifications on the ships. Oh, great. It didn't go through again. Oh, great. I'm sorry, guys. I'm having some weird transaction errors today. For some reason, I don't know why. Go back into the game. Right there, it's, yeah, for some reason that's happening now. I don't know why, but I'm still getting the money. It's just error with the transaction. I don't know why. Okay. I'm going to actually play Iowa at this as well. I just don't want to, like, have a 5-hour stream or something. That's why I was going to do just like one battle, so I don't have to, like, do that and everything. Okay, so that was sold, as you can see. So now we're going to sell St. Louis the same way. So sell St. Louis. That should disappear. Yep. The Wickus I know is as well. So is the Kawauchi. I'm just getting extra money I could. Turu. I'm just getting extra money so I could spend on upgrades. These are ships like tier 3 I can easily buy if I sold some stuff. So I'm going to sell the V20. Okay. Oh, excuse me, guys. V25 is also a Novik. Yeah, Novik is all these ships that I don't have. Says primary are ships I can get and thing. $13. Wow. I think 2 is enough for now. I mean, yeah, before I crazy. And so we're gonna buy the Iowa now, guys. Holy Grail, the last World War II ship besides the USS Montana, which is below her. Let me just show you the USS Montana first before you get the Iowa. So this was the ship that was supposed to be created after the Iowa that was never created. But the blueprints were still... They had an idea, and this was the ship that was supposed to be created, but it was never created. So that was a setup for the USS Montana. That was supposed to be the setup. But anyways, let's get back to the Iowa and buy her and have her into port. Oh, jeez, I forgot to show you guys. I'll show you guys that after this, actually. Because I don't want to get out of the game and get in the game and then go on YouTube and stuff like that. So I'll show you guys the movie, the Battleship movie, after two scenes from that movie that are really good after the last battle when they used the Missouri and the battle before when they're using, I think, a missile ship, current ship of the that's in the Navy that they're using. So that's Montana. Now let's go back one to get the Iowa. Acquired 1-6. Wow. If I have 13 right now. 13. Oh, okay, that's 13. 330. We have 13,169. That's why. Now let me go back here and sell a couple more ships. I could always sell my Samson. I know is tier 2. I never got a tier 2 destroyer, so. Let's go with the Wesser. These are actually good carriers. That's why I'm not selling them. Chikuma. And this is where it gets to no money. Because they're basically stock tier 1 ships. These ships I'm talking about, all these tier 1s here. They have no... Actually, they might. Nope, you get 0 for selling them. Let me see if I got the... yeah, no I don't. I think it's like 330, isn't it? So, should I sell my McCoyan? That's the ship. No, I don't want to. I want to sell flags. I'll sell my flags. I'm trying to figure out a way that I can not save that ship from being sold. Actually, you know what? No, let me just sell an aircraft carrier. No, I don't want to sell an aircraft. Hang on, guys. I'm just trying to figure out something here. What does that mean? Oh, no new news? Okay. So we're going to inventory. I'm not selling the free XP flags. Selling every other flag, though. That's not special. So these are special. These aren't. So let's sell these. Victor Lima. 3. Camouflage. 2. India X-rays. 7. Definitely, I hate these. Just because of the addition of your shell blowing up once it's target. So these are not good as well, I don't think. Because I have 12 of them, so let's get rid of that. And just if I sold an actual... so these can't be sold. That can, but it's not going to give me enough. 426. How much was it? Okay, yeah, so I can buy the Iowa right now. Awesome. Unfortunately, though, I don't know if I can upgrade her in the stream, guys. I might have to show that in another stream once I have the full upgrade build for her. I mean, I can sell these two. You know, let me do that. I'm gonna sell these two carriers real quick because I can always get them again, and I don't really play them. So wait, what's tier 3? This is tier 4. I need tier 3 because that's the fully upgrade one. This is not tier. I need the weaker tier. I need the selling the rain. Rain's tier 4. So I need to sell the rain and then just yeah. So I'm selling the rain, Ryan, whatever it's called, not the Wester. That should give us enough, I think. That should give us 13,858, and this should give us, if we were to sell it. Okay, yeah. So then you get the upgrade here. You just do demount. Yeah, let's do that too. I don't really play them that much as well. That's why I sold them, because I don't really play it. I need to buy the Iowa plus do the upgrades. So I just wanted to show you guys all that on stream. So I'm to make another stream or part 2. Figured it would be easier for me. Am I talking? Let me see if I'm talking too loud. Am I talking too loud? No. I don't think I am. All right, so now we're gonna do now let's see what we're gonna do, guys. You're going to get the USS Iowa now. So let's go do that. And I have enough money to buy her definitely this time. So let's go do that. A holy grail of the U.S. Navy. And this is just going to give me one commander skill. That's what this does. That's why I clicked that. To give me one commander skill once again. USS Iowa is in my ports. Yay. Oh, holy grail, the ship that I've always wanted. Oh, yes. Finally in my port. Woo! Never played her before. Unfortunately. I never had her, never could play her, only against her. Never was able to play her until now, guys. And that's my enemy captain for her. So let's upgrade this thing. So apparently they said that I should go with. I'm gonna go with reload time. I think or time taking to switch shells. Just because it said go shell time and maintenance, I guess I'll go with as well later. But for now, let's go with the upgrades. Oh yes. So, oh, this is easy. Okay, so we can get 3 upgrades. Magazine does risk of your ship's magazine detonating. Secondary guns suck, and the AA amounts are good. I'm gonna go with main armaments. That's the best thing I think I'm used to with this ship. Then I'm gonna go for engine room protection instead of damage because, well, actually, risk of catching fire 5 -3, risk of flying -3, and engine room protection. I'm just saying which one I want. I think I want this because it's gonna give me more rather than like if you would get hit by 3. I wait no. Demount this. I just remembered. I actually want you to do damage modification because it gives you less. I think less fires, less chance of getting a fire on your ship. So demount. Sell that. Yes. I think it gives you less fires, so go back there. And traverse speed of main guns. Secondary suck. AA guns. They said to go with artillery plowing room. I'm gonna go with artillery plowing room because I want to nail ships from far distance with this thing. Look at that, we could do more. Yay. So with this, I'm gonna go with not propulsion, rudder ship time. Propulsion, time taken, damage control. They said to go damage control or rudder ships. I think rudder shift. Actually, no, I'll be careful with this ship. I'm going to go with what they said to do and go with damage control. Do the fires. See, because what happens is you go with fire extinguishing time 15 and flying recovery time 15. So additionally to this, that's going to give you 20% risk of fire and 20% risk of 3% add to that. So that's 3% add to 15. So that's 18 and 20% for the fire, and 17 or 16% for the flooding. Let's go with this now. Oh, we can't get that. Okay. Are you guys ready for the first battle I've ever been in the USS Iowa? I'm going to stay back mainly in this battle because I want to see what this thing can do at range, and then slowly get closer as the battle gets more and more. So enjoy, and if you guys have any questions, please put in the comments. And this is Hull A of the USS Iowa. I'll also be making a stream of when I'm close to getting this hull as well as this hull. So basically, I'm going to be, as I play a ship, the ship XP gets more and more depending on what ship XP I make for games. So 600, 700, whatever. So this is once I get close to 51, 45 ship XP, I'm going to make a stream. And then once I get close to 60 ship XP as well as 24, I'm thinking to upgrade these first. That's why I did the last time. So propulsion, I'll make a stream for as well as so you guys can see the difference in the updates because the ship is just friggin' awesome. I love it. Okay. Let's have fun in the Iowa, guys. Now, this ship doesn't have every upgrade to it, so it's going to be a little different, but I think it should be fine. This is also one of my favorite streams that is going to be on my YouTube because it's the first battle. I want to see what happens once I have the Iowa fully spec'd out in captain skills and fully spec'd out in and fully spec'd out in captain skills. I want to see what my play style is compared to my first battle, compared to my when it's fully spec'd out, like when I have full captain skills. You guys can see to see what happens. I can't wait for that battle. Of course, I'm going to be upgrading to the Montana. Don't plan to do it recently, though. But I can get her. I just don't plan to get her for free XP. I plan to get a USS Montana through other XP. Ooh. Oh, she's a beauty. Look at that. She's a beauty, baby. Yeah, the ruddership time is slow. But, you know, it's always fire. So as long as it stays straight. So all I'm going to do is slow down a little bit and stay with this. Oh, God. We're going right, left. Let's go to the right more. I might die because I'm still getting used to this shit. But we're going to add a little. Probably here we're going to be. Okay, we're going to stay. We'll stay through force. Oh, this Drake is really getting far up above phase 10. Alright, I'm just getting used to the speed of this awesome ship here. Oh, God. Okay. Okay, let's see what the guns are like. First gunshot of the USS Iowa so far on my stream. Guns are pretty good. Same like the North Carolina, just a little more accurate. Okay. Nice penetration. Oh, God, we gotta get out of here. I'm gonna stay here. I'm just gonna go all the way to the right. Because I don't want to get involved in this crazy mess. Jutland coming over here. Enemy destroyer sighted. That's gonna turn. That's gonna miss. Alright, we gotta go left. We're gonna get that Neptune. Oh, jeez. Tort's coming our way. There's Neptune right down. He's around. Okay, we're getting shot. Back up. Back up. I'm not gonna shoot. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm in cover right now. Back. Thank you. Much obliged. Okay, so he's dead. Being a little careful with this ship. I know I can play her good. I just don't want to be forced into an area that I can't get out of. Whoa. Okay, I definitely need to do. Maybe not. I was detected by hydroacoustic. That's great. Somebody in here is using hydroacoustic on the enemy side. As you can see, the ship is holding it up pretty well. I think the Frederick Grot. No, Frederick Grot does not torps. So good. Need to keep this front towards the enemy. Wow, he is pounding my armor.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
Oh, great. Oh, that's why I had friggin' fires on this thing. Alright, hang on. Oh, jeez. I had fire HE shells set. That's why I wasn't doing that much damage. Alright. Oh, jeez. Now it's just me. Oh. Uh-oh. Thank you, Wargaming. I might die this game, so I might play another one at this, because obviously I'm the last ship here. But okay, guys. I gotta watch out for everybody now here. I'm gonna go out this for to grab it. Oh no! Shoot, Citadel. Okay, I gotta go. Shoot! Go this thing. Oh, come on, man. Yeah, I need to switch that because that's. Well, that was on my team too, so. Let's see if I can do better next game. You know what? I'm not gonna put any flags on here because I would, but not yet. We're gonna do one or two more games, see if I can get a victory for you guys in this ship. So, the turning race is horrible though. I'm gonna try it with turning race. Actually, give me 1 sec, guys. I'm gonna switch something in the modules as well as something else. So instead of armaments 2, we're gonna do steering gears. See what the difference is with that, because that steering sucks compared to playing the what? Oh, there we go. There it is. Compared to playing the North Carolina, which had a lot better steering. Yeah, because I mean, I could play that way. I just need a team to support me, and if I'm by myself, you could see what happens. So I'm trying something new here. Let's see if this works. So it's decent armor. It's not the best armor, but I'd say it's better than North Carolina, definitely. But it still has that weak point to it. And the hit points do upgrade at Hull B, which is good. But once this thing gets fully spec'd, I believe it's a killer. Alright, I'm by myself. Great. Wargaming just like hates me right now. We're getting this ship. It's probably gonna be another Iowa watch. And this tier 9 too, and I'm not used to playing tier 9. Or tier 8, tier 9.
General quarters.
Oh, excuse me. I've always wondered what this thing is here, like what the metal piece is for in the front under the anchor, above the anchor, that metal piece. I always wondered what that was for. I guess I'll find out as I upgrade her. But usually I just put one ship here, so hopefully I'll be able to kill it for you guys. Let's see what they give us. I'm gonna. I should get a fighter on this plane. And I have a spying aircraft. Oh, so okay. So, oh, geez, I didn't mean to do that. They're giving us another Iowa. It looks like to go against. So I'm gonna stay to the right, not all the way, but okay. That's a lot there actually. Wow. Okay, this one needs to definitely. Oh, jeez, shouldn't have done that. Okay, let me not repair that. But just learning here. Okay, see how that works. Bomber. Oh, great. Why am I one ship against? It's not gonna work. Well, I'm gonna hold back a little bit, guys. See if that works. Because the arrow's not coming towards me. I'm gonna try to snipe it from range. Shoot! Back up! Back up! Back up! Back up! Back up! Worst case scenario.
Affirmative.
Uh,
I need support.
Worst case scenario. Pommern and Iowa can go after me.
Attention. Reporting the target position. All stations reporting the position of a strategic target.
That's fine. Telling them to go after them so they know. As I call it, the kiss of death, because like every ship has to back up, but you can get easy citadels by just shooting at them like this. By just like if a ship has to back up and adjust itself compared to Pomeran's a pretty good ship as well. But as you can see, I don't have that much range, but Pomeran is a ship that is like Tirpitz, and it has armor, but that's the ship I'm worried about. It's coming towards me actually. In the Iowa. So let me heal, just in case I have to battle as Pommern.
Our team is taking the lead.
So this is the game that I'm probably going to count because, like, even though no shits are going after me, I shouldn't say that. Okay, it looks like I have a good team this game, so that should work. Hit the Iowa penetration. Thunder. Here comes Palmer, and I gotta watch him. I'm just backing up so I can range this thing. I don't want to deal with torpedoes yet. You can tell the guns are pretty accurate too. Ooh, defended. Nice. Pre-defended. It's good. So I'm getting good battle damage in her now than it was. I wonder what the last game one was. I like her though. She's fun. She's big and fun. Shoot. Change course. Okay. So I'm supposed to support these things. So let's see what happens if I do. Speed up a little bit, but don't go forward. I'm just going to support this guy. Like they said. Recoil that shot. So this guy's just staying here. I'm just going to support him. Because that's what I'm supposed to do. Recoiling every shot. This is just awesome. This is what the arrow is supposed to be, I think. Like, Oh, great! The thunder is coming. I'm gonna tell everybody to get the thunder. All right.
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
So it makes me easier to kill instead of the Pommern. I'm recoiling every shell. It's just really cool. I may play a couple games in this. Oh, and the effects I'm using is from the mod station. I would not suggest getting the mod station. It's a little annoying to hear ads from Claro during a battle, like you guys were hearing in my other streams. This is just awesome. I'm just supporting it. This is basically what Iowa was meant for. So supporting. I don't know if that's a tag carrier, but that's what I was meant to do. So should we kill the Pommern? I don't know if our shell's gonna reach. Oh nope, he's dead. I don't know about Thunder. Okay. I think I'll play a couple more games on stream. Just adjusting myself. Oh, that was a nice hit. From that Thunder. That's why I don't want to go near it. Yeah. Killed him. I don't know if I got to sit. No, I ain't gonna sit. Alright. Now we're gonna start venturing out a little bit. Keeping my health good. So that's what basically this ship was meant for, to support carriers. So you can see a little carrier gameplay. So not that you have to do that in games, but alright. We completed our daily missions too. And just so I don't keep you guys on, I'm actually going to end the stream as well and show you guys that in the future, being that was a good battle. So I'm actually going to play this a little more as well. This ship, I just don't want to really stream because that's basically what. So I just showed you about what you're pretty much not supposed to do with the Iowa Whole A and what you are supposed to do. You can play it however you want, but I think that's a good end to the stream. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'm so happy to have the Iowa in my port currently. I was dying earlier just because I didn't have the Iowa. So thank you guys for watching my 2-hour stream, and have a nice night or morning. And pretty much, if you need any info on the Iowa or any Battleship you see in my streams, please let me know. I can find that info for you. And thanks for watching, and have a great night. And I'll be back tomorrow with, or tomorrow or this Monday. Tomorrow I'm going to post another video. It's going to be a concert video, and then I'm going to start posting. I have a TikTok as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start posting my TikTok videos on YouTube as well, because TikTok is apparently supposed to might shut down in the near future if a company, if Microsoft or some company doesn't buy it. So I'm going to start switching my TikTok videos to my YouTube. the TikTok videos that I'll be posting to my YouTube. I never post TikTok, so I'm going to be posting the original ones. I'm not going to be posting the TikTok ones. Just to support my TikTok when it's still on there, and so people can transfer over to my YouTube after. That's what my brother is doing as well, so I figured I'd do that. I don't have the fan base that he does, but I just wanted to do that too. So anybody who's following me knows that this is my YouTube, and I stream everything on here basically. So that's what my plan is to do. So thanks for watching, guys, and this is a fun stream to make for me. So hope you guys learned a lot about the USS Iowa and USS Massachusetts and any other shit that I mentioned. And I hope you join this game as well. And thanks for watching, and have a great night.